What's up everybody, it's Christopher Vogt here. So this is my albino flower horn. It's definitely grown in some size since I purchased him. About 100% water change in the aquarium. Lots of solids in the substrate, waste. I cleaned the aquarium glass with a mag float. And then clean the suction cups of the circulation pumps. Clean the sponges. And make sure everything is working efficiently. I have a maxi jet and a kid sun for circulation and agitation. As you can see here, there's good surface tension for good gas exchange and just oxygen and CO2 release. But makes the fish happy. Freddy's eating Eli Spectrum Float, extra large pellet. He seems to be liking that. Sponge filters, there's actually two here. I've actually just connected the two and now it's one. It does remove lots of organics like this and like just the one, but seems to working out pretty good. 3 mesh bags of Marine Pure, and then addition of that is Marine Pure squares. That just adds extra biological to the aquarium. I have a maxi jet, and then I have the this black tube that comes with the maxi jet, and then an airline tubing connected to that. And as you can see, it makes lots of air bubbles. Every aquarium has at least one of this set up like this. And then a maxi jet 400 at 500 gallon circulation mode. Just an aqua clear sponge, just to add extra bacteria. Aquarium his coral life off and put it on the other aquarium. He has a full spectrum Aquarium bulb. The substrate's fully alive with nitrifying bacteria. I had 50 pounds of symmetric rings for biomaterial for my hang-on back filters. I added them all to the aquariums. This substrate's about, I don't know, say 6 years old or longer. It's been added to ever since. When I first started this substrate, it had 2 20-pound bags of Tetra Black Sand, and then there's aragonite and coral line and crushed coral and Florida crushed coral and mixture of pebbles, and there's definitely a lot of substrate in all my aquariums. It definitely adds as additional surface area and buffering capacity, and keeps the pH where it needs to be. So for water change, I did 45 gallons. 30 gallons was the water change, and the extra 15 had no salt, and that was the water change. So basically, when I start the water change, I'll go real shallow on top of the surface of the substrate, and then once I get all the solids taken out via the gravel vac, I'll go deeper in the substrate and deeper and try to get to the bottom. It is a stressful process, but after the tank's done and up and running with all the equipment and filters running and the sponges and so on and so forth, the fish definitely show a different side. They seem a lot more happier with all that nutrients export out of the aquarium. So let's jump to the filters and see what we got going on there. My Aquarium, not a sophisticated filter, but it's got Marine Pure balls and Marine Pure squares, and it's got a type of polyfiber pad which mechanically filters the aquarium. It's dirty because of the water change. It takes a lot out. But compared to the AquaClear 110, what we're about to look at, This padding gets dirty faster. It needs to be changed more often. Because what will happen when this pad gets really dirty, this part right here where the water comes in will rise. So it's just to keep an eye on it. But Aqua Clear 110, each aquarium has one Aqua Clear 110. So there are about 3 stacks of this Marine Pure squares. It's got Marine Pure balls, spheres. I actually added some Chemi Pure blue. Nothing fancy, it's just for a 5-gallon nano tank, but figure it'd help. So there's a mechanical pad from this side all the way over here. Cut the size. And this padding doesn't need to be changed. Like, I suppose 2 weeks, longer than 2 weeks it can go. When it does get dirty, the outflow of this filter will decrease. Of course, when it's clean, the outflow will increase. So definitely a lot of surface area in this hang-on back filter compared to the Aquarium. But they both serve a great deal of beneficial bacteria and nitrifying bacteria. Have their air pumps on top of the aquarium. It's just so that there doesn't have to be a check valve. But this is Tetra Whisper. This is a 60-gallon air pump, and this is only a 5 to 10-gallon air pump. It's not a lot, but it gets the job done. Freddy has a dirty aquarium, just like this. Every aquarium is alike. The aquarium will be clean when you do a water change, and then once it's dirty, you get the picture. Every tank is clean, and then it gets dirty. So that's like every aquarium has in common. Because the fish will go to the bathroom, but Freddy is a good sport. Not one fish went after me during the water change, so that's good. Aquariums on the back wall of the fish tanks, there tends to be algae, which increases oxygen and nutrient reduction. But I just looked at it. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but you can see it's actually BBA, blackbeard algae. But your African cichlids will graze on it if they were in here, but definitely is you can see it move a little bit. So not much agitation, but it's just enough. I relocated the circulation pumps. I cleaned the suction cups so they stick. A month ago or so I did clean all the aquarium pumps manually with a scrubber inside with the impeller, but aquariums with the hang-on backs is that I move the hang-on back filters to the center and then to the center. They're more in the middle of the aquarium. Seems to make a difference. 5-gallon albino flower horn tank. So definitely cleared up from the water change. It was about last night. So definitely maintenance on water changes improves water quality. So Freddy's feeling a lot happier. And that's my tank.